Never have I been so glad that you like driving. It's massive! Morning everybody, we're in Adelaide, but some sad news to start off with. We have sold Claude. He is no longer with us. He's gone to a nice Adelaide lad who's gonna have a great time in him, hopefully. But yeah, we got a couple of days in Adelaide, and then we've actually got a relocation rental that's gonna take us to Melbourne, which is exciting, but I think it's really big, so that's gonna be interesting. I've actually been to Adelaide before, but it was about 18 months ago. In all honesty, didn't love it. Very average, we think, for an Australian city, but it's always worth another look around. They've also got these scooters here now, like the kind of ones where you rent them, like electric scooters, so we're gonna go down the river, which should be really fun. Rundle Street Mall, it's like the heart of Adelaide, the main shopping street, but it's actually really nice. It's a really good little part of the city. It's the most atmospheric part so far. A lot of it is very corporate and not a lot going on, it seems. But yeah, it's nice, and there's some cool artwork as well. So these are known as the mall's balls. They're kind of cool. Haven't got much done today because I just spent the last hour and a half getting my hair cut at the TAFE training salon. Bargain though, $13. But I just want to show you Hague's Chocolatiers because it's really cool. So this is a really famous chocolate shop in Australia, and it was founded here, I believe, but look how beautiful this building is. And what I really like is right up here is a little bumblebee. That's the South Australian Museum, but look at these. Really cool. I thought they were seats. Okay, I didn't sit in that. I know I look really good right now. They have these electric scooters around the city, so we're going to jump on a couple of them and go down the Torrens River. Tom's just trying to find another one because you've got to have a helmet, but some of them have helmets missing. But yeah, lovely day for it though. I don't really know where Tom's gone. He's kind of like carried on walking. I'll just stand here though. Again everybody, we are in Adelaide City again. We've come to the Central Markets today. It wasn't open yesterday and we can't miss on going in. It's one of the best markets we've ever been to. Loads of food, fresh produce, great place to get some lunch. So, this is our round one. Oh my days. Amazing.
What's the crackling.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I got salad. It's been so long since I've had any salad. So we've got this cannoli for a dessert, but we can't actually. It's so stuck in the bag. Look at this. Ooh, it's stuck to the napkin. That's rich. Really rich. That's good though.
Always eating.
Steamed chicken bun. Steamed chicken bun even.
Sauce. Pretty good.
We literally ate our way around that market. It's so good, and there's lots of free samples as well, so you can really make the most of it. We just hopped on the tram. We've come down to Glenelg, which is like the beachy area of Adelaide. It is so pretty. I forgot how nice it is here. Melbourne. So what we've done is a relocation rental. Now, if you don't know what a relocation rental is, it's basically when companies need to get their vehicles back to another major city, and in exchange for you doing it, it means you get really cheap rental. But you are on a time limit. So we've paid $5 a day for the next 4 days to get this massive beast from Adelaide to Melbourne. Now, we've done this route before. We love South Australia coast, so tonight we're going to be getting towards Mount Gambier, which is kind of a special spot for us. We did a bit of farm work down there, and it's really pretty. But on the way we're going to be stopping at another 2 little coastal places, hopefully if we can fit them in, if we've got time. But yeah, right now we're just on the main road finally, we're kind of out of the way. Has a weird obsession with big things. So this is the Big Lobster in Kingston. Big Lobster with our big van. I forget that South Australia's like grand designs but everywhere. Yeah, right. It feels like it's taken a good few hours. We finally made it to Robe. It's really pretty down here, and I feel like it's not a place that anyone really knows about unless you're a local. We definitely found out about it from locals. They've got this thing here called the obelisk. And is it a lighthouse? I don't think it is a lighthouse, is it? I don't really know. It's kind of like a... Oh, it does have a light.
Does it have a light?
No, I don't know. But it's kind of cool. It's red and white. Kind of as a lighthouse. Maybe it isn't a lighthouse though. But yeah, so we're going to just have a little walk up to that. Enjoy the coastline. And then we're going to be driving on to Beachport, which is about 40 minutes away. And that's a really beautiful drive. So this is the obelisk, but you can't get up to it anymore. But places like this is why I think of Australia coastlines to be all rugged and everything like this. Over maybe like the white sandy beaches. This is what I really first encountered when I came back to Australia. And I love it. Arrived in Mount Gambier. Sadly, we had to miss out on Beachport. We just weren't getting anywhere quick enough. It was going to get dark. We just had to get somewhere. So we've come to Mount Gambier, which is crazy. We were here 2 years ago. This is where we did our first bit of farm work. So it's actually really cool to be back. I'm just going to go down to the lookout point over the Blue Lake, which is a giant crater that they've got here. It's amazing. And here he is. We've decided to call him Trev because, well, why not? I don't really know. It's still pretty big, but it's so nice to be able to stand up in a van. One thing is though, it is so rattly in here. We've got a ladder up there because it's actually a 4-berth, so it's kind of like a bed that goes down, and it's just banging constantly, and it's right above our heads. And then you've got all the plates and stuff, and it's just a lot louder than we're used to. And now we've had a little bit of fun just trying to get the gas stove to work, because you've got to turn the gas on, you've got to do the switch, you've got to like figure things out. But yeah, we're getting there though. So just take a little tour of the van while we've got a little bit of time. I shall show you around. So this is obviously the front bit. It's massive, it's really, really spacious. I think these chairs like actually completely swivel around. I guess if you've got 4 people that might be quite nice. And these are the other 2 seats and all that stuff. So if there are 4 people in here, then that's where they'd sit. We've got our stove, we've got like a little grill here. I don't know if we'll bother with it, but we have it if we want it. Got a microwave, got a sink and a water pump. And then we can get hot water if we can be bothered. You've got to wait like 20 minutes for it to heat up. But yeah, this is one of the beds, so there's like wood bits that go and fill in the gap. And then this section up here is the other bed. And then in here, we have a little bathroom. So we are fully self-contained. Obviously if we use the loo, we're going to empty it. Use the shower, we're going to make sure we clean up and everything. But it's really good if we are going to be free camping. And up here, this is our control panel. So this is all the switches for all the things that operate on the electrical system really. So like a water pump, the toilet, the lights, all that kind of stuff. Our gauge for how we'll charge up our batteries, loads of storage, more storage. Got storage down here as well, all the kitchen stuff. Got a little hole, and we've got 2 big cupboards here as well. So all in all, I think it's a really good setup, to be honest. I mean, obviously they're pros, so they do it all properly. but there's a lot of storage and it is good for 4 people. I mean, it would be quite cosy at the back there. You maybe want to be on like underneath one, you have people moving above you, but yeah, it is good space. And we feel like we've got more room than we could ever imagine because Claude was just so much smaller. It's a lay-by, just about 13k outside of Mount Gambier, so we'll be going back in tomorrow. There's 3 things to do in Mount Gambier. One is the Blue Lake, we've done that. The other one is the Umferson, I don't know, there's a sinkhole. Yeah, there's a sinkhole, but it looks really cool. And also the other one is Metro. Metro is the best restaurant in Australia. Amazing breakfast and amazing sausage rolls. So today we're going to be spending a little bit of time in Mount Gambier and then we're going to be heading off to Warrnambool via a couple of places. Yeah, it's a bit grey, but it's not as long a drive today as yesterday, thank God, because whenever it says like 3 hours drive, it's about 5. It's just how it is in Australia. So just to fill in a little bit more, we're actually going to be driving the Great Ocean Road in this. Like, oh wait, we've done it twice already before, so this will be our 3rd time. But it's just something that is so beautiful to do. It doesn't matter that we've already done it twice because the views are incredible. The Great Ocean Road might be famous mostly because of the 12 Apostles, but there's loads of other sites along the way. There's Lockhart Gorge, there's the Grotto, there's London Arch. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. We done it once when it was really stormy. We were pretty much the only people there the whole time, which was good. And although the weather was horrendous, the views were so amazing because it was so stormy and so rough. But it was just something completely different to see. And then the second time we did it was a lot nicer. At the moment, I'm not really sure what's going to happen because the weather's a little bit iffy, so it might be a bit of an in-between situation. Oh, here you are.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful Metro.
Oh yeah.
It's gone. It's gone. Oh, so full. That was as good as I remembered though. Happy days. And we just come around the corner. It's another sinkhole. It's not the big Umferson one or whatever you say it, but it's still really cool. You can kind of follow the track down to the bottom, kind of ish. Yeah, and these crazy. I just don't know how they happen. It turns out the cave gardens in town that we just visited isn't the sinkhole. We thought that was the Umferson sinkhole for the entire time we were in Mount Gambier. So we've actually never been. So this will be their first time seeing it. Here it is. It's not actually as deep as I thought it was. I think the cave garden is a bit longer, but this is huge. It's so pretty. Our way to Warrnambool, we have stopped in Portland. It's a really pretty bit of the coastline, but they have a big gannet colony here. So if you don't know what gannet is, it's a big bird, and I think it's one of the maybe 1 or 2 places in Australia where they come to lay their eggs. So hopefully they're there and we can see them. And that's them down there. Spot when you're going towards Warrnambool is the Tower Hill Reserve. I think it's another volcanic crater type place, but you can drive around it and chances are you might see some wildlife. We've been here before and I'm pretty sure we've seen koalas and kangaroos. Just keep your eyes peeled. You can drive all the way around it as well, which is really good, so if you're in a bit of a hurry you can still do something, or there are some walking tracks as well. And then they had so many of them, I kind of thought they laid 1 or maybe 2 eggs, not so many. But yeah, it's a really lovely spot to go through. We're just going to head on to Warrnambool now. Come to Logan's Beach, which is a whale nursery, and they've got a platform here for whale watching. I assume it's just like a really nice sheltered space for them, which is why it's called the nursery. They also come here and just chill out with their babies for a little bit, so fingers crossed for T1. There are no whales, sadly, so we've just parked up at the Big Four in Warrnambool. I thought we found a freebie on WikiCamps. It was a load of rubbish, so I changed that. But yeah, there's a heated indoor swimming pool here. We've never stayed at Big Four before, but this is very exciting. And also we've got power, so tonight we can actually charge our laptops up and things. So sometimes it is nice to just pay the money and go to a proper campsite. As we're at a proper campsite, we're going mad with all the stuff. We've got our water being topped up, we've got our wastewater going into the drain, and we've got the electricity coming in. Good times. I mean, there's a learning curve and then there's us. How's it going? I can hear it going in.
Rinse out water and chemical sachet.
So the time has come to empty our toilet.
Luckily it's only number ones.
No, number one's only in the van.
I swear there's usually like a little...
That's it.
It has got wheels.
It has got wheels. It's like a suitcase, Tom. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Just carry it. Oh. Don't poke around too much, you never know what might open. How's it going?
Surprisingly not too bad.
No? Lovely. Oh. Oh, you put both in there. Oh, I was like, oh god.
In there, you don't add any more water.
No, you add a little cap of water.
Do you?
Yeah.
Didn't say that.
It did on the. It does on the the YouTube video though. The exciting Brits campers YouTube video, just like a little bit. Yeah, that'll probably do. Whoop. Wow, I'm glad I didn't draw the short straw with that. Oh, no, I'm not winging it anymore. Grotto Road, round 3. Yeah, it's going to be another time when the weather's not on our side, but that'll probably mean we've got most of the stuff to ourselves. In reality, it's only really 12 Apostles that gets really busy, full of all the bus loads of people and everything. I don't think we've ever seen anyone else down here, or on most of the other places. I don't actually know where we're going next. I can't remember what the next stop is. Oh, that's the Bay of Ireland. That's in New Zealand, the Bay of Ireland. That's a long way to go.
Oh, this...
So they go on water.
This tunnel's submarine.
It's alright then. Bay of Ireland. So cold. It's beautiful though. I'm so glad we're in this van. It's so toasty and warm in here. Ah, Trev, you're so good. This little spot is the Grotto. It's like our favourite little place. It's a lot busier than usual though. I think people are clocking on to it maybe. I don't know. I think it's very well known. But yeah, it's really cute. It is down there. That's the Grotto. And here it is. Look how cute it is. Pretty. Even on a rubbish day, it's a little bit more crowded than we remember, but it's alright. We're just trying to dodge all the massive people moving around. We've come to the arch now, a little bit quieter I think. We were just at London Bridge, which was heaving. And this is the arch. I actually really like this. I think it's more impressive than London Bridge. Campbell, we stayed here.
Airbnb?
Yeah, once before. It's like a motel, hotel type thing, so you just park outside and you get a room for the night. It's quite nice actually. Campbell High Street essentially. Very small, but if you need something, it's probably here. So we've just got to Lockhart Gorge, which is next to the 12 Apostles pretty much. It's like, this is the final stop before it. And it is so busy. Here's all the coaches, all the minibuses. Everybody else who's travelling just seems to be here. Yeah, kind of annoying. I don't know why though, because all the other places are still just as nice. So I don't know why it's just like so concentrated here. How much nicer it looks in the sun. The nicest spots though. Even if there are busloads of people in it, it's still really good. It's plenty big enough, so there's plenty of space. Yeah, good thing about this little spot though, woo, blushy, is that there's a few things to actually see around here. It's not just Lockhart Gorge. So although the car park's busy, everyone's spread out a little bit. So this big rock here is the Razorback. I think it's awesome. I actually think it's one of my favourites. And you see, I think everybody else likes it as well. Racing the crowds at the 12 Apostles. It's looking pretty cloudy, but there it is. As the helicopters going. You do scenic flights over here, but they cost you about $400 each. I think I actually prefer much of the rest of the Great Ocean Road compared to here. I think you just get a bit closer. I think the other stuff's just a bit more spectacular. Alright, just a quick stop here because we've got to get to Melbourne by tomorrow, and we're still actually about 5 hours drive. We're going to carry on and spend the night at Apollo Bay. Found out there's a brewery there, so that's our afternoon sorted. It's so busy here, honestly. I'm so used to there being a lot of nothing in Australia that as soon as there's a big crowd, I'm just like, where did all these people come from? And I get a little bit freaked out and stressed out, so we're going to head off. And this is what it's all about, the Great Ocean Road, really. And this is just the start of the views. There, we've made it to Apollo Bay. We just went for a drink at the local bar, really nice. We got some local beers and stuff in there. But I thought I should show you the bed setup here because this is actually a 4-berth camper. So 4 people can sleep in here. It's really clever how they've done it. So for the last couple of nights we've just been sleeping down here. It's just a simple couple of bits of wood get slotted in. And then there's some cushions that shove behind these extra seats that go on the top. And it's actually really comfy. I was a bit worried all the cushion gaps would be annoying and uncomfortable, but it's really, really good. So yeah, this is how it is. And we just put the sheets over and the duvet and the pillows. Really comfy. Now the other bed is actually up here.
Oh.
I'll tell you when to stop. There you go. There we go. So up here we have a ladder that goes up. So we haven't actually been up here yet. So you have 2 down there and 2 on top. And this looks really comfy because that's a solid mattress up there. It's a little bit dark, but how good is this? I actually think it's alright.
Oh.
It's a little bit squishy for us, but
anyone over 5 foot?
well, I'm only just over 5 foot and it's a little bit squishy for me. Yeah, it's pretty comfy. It's a really comfy mattress actually. Oh, you're alright there, old boy. You get down that ladder. Honestly, staying in something this big has been really good. It's been so nice to be able to stand up, and it's been so nice to have a kitchen inside and the option to have power or to not have power. So you have a microwave, electric kettles, heating. It's been so nice because it's been really chilly lately. But yeah, I actually was a little bit worried about the size of it. I thought, God, they're bloody massive. Like, we've seen them all over Australia. But it's been absolutely fine. It's really not that much like wider than a normal van or anything. It's just the height. But it's a new van, so it handles really well. It's not been an issue at all. And like I said, it's been so nice on the bad weather to have somewhere to sit inside and not have to go outside at all if we don't need to. I think this driving section is the best part of the Great Ocean Road. Better than all the rock formations and everything. The views here are incredible. another mid-morning snack. This is the cute little town of Lawn. Most of it's closed off today because they've got a cycling event going through, but this bakery is amazing. And it's just such a cute little place to chill out for a while. It's the most insane house on the Grotto. If you see it, that little thing sticking up there, I assume it's someone's house, but it's like something from James Bond. It really is. Road, done. Just helping these guys get a picture. They got one for us. Yeah. It's always good fun crossing that. So many people here, but everyone's just like woohoo! So yeah, it's really cool. A little pit stop just past there at Anglesey Beach. So pretty. Lots of people here today. It's such a nice day. So much better than yesterday, typically. Of course, Tom wanted to come in here.
Good chocolate.
Yeah. As big as Tom. We've made it to Melbourne and we're just dropping it off. Just getting it all checked over and everything, and then we'll be on our way and we'll be exploring Melbourne. Welcome to Melbourne. So you're going to be spending the next good couple of weeks here. We've got a house sit, so we've got free accommodation and we get to look after a couple of dogs.